Hey guys, hope you're having an awesome day. Hey, listen, I just have been kind of this weekend planning out the month of May, planning out my life a little bit. Where do we go from here? I know we're all kind of in a weird spot. It's like we're just trekking along, moving forward, still trying to figure out life as we know it, these new normals and all of these things. And I just wanted to tell you a little bit about where I'm at, what I'm doing, my mindset. Hopefully it'll be something that will be helpful and encouraging to you too, because I have a sense that I'm not the only one thinking this way or in this spot. But I don't know where you're at right now, but I know that here in Orlando, Florida, things are just now starting to open back up. Slowly getting back open. And I don't know what that's going to look like, but I just want to encourage you to set good expectations for this season of life, because I have a sense that this is not going to be, all right, things open back up, we're going to bounce back to normal like that. This is something that we need to, I guess, just prepare for the worst and hope for the best kind of thing and still stay in that place. This is going on like 8 weeks of all this quarantine stuff. And I know that hopefully you've already done a lot of shifting. You've already done a lot of adapting. You've already done a lot of adjusting and flexing and pivoting in life and in all areas of life. Hopefully that's already happened, but I know it gets weary and this is feeling long. And I know that there feels like, okay, there's this light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm just kind of holding out hope that like everything's just going to bounce back really soon. But I just want to encourage you to have proper expectations, because it could really save you a lot of struggle and a lot of frustration, and it could really help protect your peace. I think of it a lot of times, any mom that has had a baby that has gone past your due date, you know exactly what I'm talking about. But it is hard waiting. When you have an expectation that this baby is coming at this certain time and it doesn't happen, it is absolutely miserable to wait. I'll never forget, after my fourth pregnancy, I was really, really struggling and I was having a hard time. And I just thought, there's no way I'm gonna make it to 40 weeks. Like, there's absolutely no way we're gonna make it this far. So at 38 weeks, I was ready. Like, I fully, in every way, was expecting this baby to come at 38 weeks. Nope. None of my babies come early or even on time. One came on her due date, but they were all like a week or two waiting. And so I felt like I was just a crazy lady for like 2-3 weeks, just waiting for this baby to come. I had these expectations and I was ready, and it just didn't happen. And I was so disappointed. It was such a frustrating place to be, in that place of transition. It is very unsettling to be in that place of transition. And we don't know what this transition is going to look like. We don't know what new normal is going to be like, what the future is going to hold. So it's better to just throw out your expectations and just focus on today. Don't expect, something. You just don't put any timelines or expectations. If anything, expect the worst, but hope for the best is all I'm trying to say in all of that. So that's just something I wanted to mention to you. But in this time, for me, I know the last 8 weeks have been really different. There's been a lot of adjusting that's happened. I've been working really hard. And as I was praying about the month of May, I really felt like, okay, I have to settle in and sustain. Like, I have to stay healthy. I have to stay strong. I have to stay in the game for the long haul, because I don't know about you, but for me, like, I feel determined to come out of this stronger than ever before. Better as a wife, as a mom, as a businesswoman, in all areas of life. Like, I just want to come out of this stronger and better than before. And I know that I can. Circumstances don't have to dictate my reality and who I am and who I'm becoming. So I just want to encourage you to take this time as you settle in. Give yourself a clear path to sustain and to stay consistent and just kind of stay focused. So I'm going to tell you what I'm doing, because I'm kind of doing things a little bit differently. Yesterday, I kind of brainstormed a little bit. But before I do that, I have to kind of share first things first with you. So this is kind of how my mental process works and how I do things. So I have my goals. I have probably about 10 goals. They're my goals. They're my core values. It's what I want to do and who I want to become. That's really what it is. And I have it kind of written in the present tense, like, I am such and such, or I'm, as if it's already happened. I have it kind of written as if it's already happened. So that's like my focus, and that's what I'm going towards. And then I have, on the other hand, like affirmations and things. I've already shared that with you guys. And that's just a way to encourage myself. That's a way to build my belief system, to help me stay strong and in the game. I don't know, like, guys, you have to encourage yourself. Like, life is challenging. You have to get your head in the game. You have to do the things that are going to feed truth and life and hope and strength into you. So those affirmations, the purpose of that is to encourage me to be who I want to be. And it feeds into my goals, right? And what's really cool is that when that gap between who you want to be and who you are becoming begins to get tighter and tighter, when that gap between, how do I say this? That gap between like who you desire to be and the person you're becoming, like when that gets smaller, there's so much confidence. When you can walk in integrity and those things come together, there's so much confidence that comes, and there's so much fulfillment, and there's a lot of freedom in that, because it doesn't matter what people say or what people think or what's going on in the world. Like, you know who you are, and you know where you're going, and you know who you're becoming in the process. So it's a beautiful thing. But the reason I share that is I think that in every season, this would be a great time to set some fresh goals, to figure out what are my values right now, and to just make sure you're encouraging yourself in that process through affirmations, through, mentorship, whatever that looks like to you. Make sure you're headed on that track, because everything you do is going to kind of come out of that. So for me, like, one of the biggest things that I feel like in order to help me get through this time is to cling harder to my habits and to get some better boundaries. I think this is a challenging season for everybody, and it just looks different. Everybody has challenges and struggles in different ways. And for me, one of the things is I've had a lot of work. I've been working really, really hard, and I tend to be a workaholic. And I feel like, as a woman, they say a woman's work is never done. But more than ever, like, I just realized the work is never going to end. It's never going to end. I'm going to make myself crazy if I don't set some clear boundaries and really get some firm habits and a really clear, tight focus that's going to allow me to sustain. I have to end the work, because it will never end. Life is just going to always keep going. And so we have to take control, and we can do life on our terms. We can do our part. You have to do what you can do. And there's a lot that you can do right now. And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Everything I'm telling you is what you can do. So I just want to encourage you to do what you can do, because these things are going to protect your peace. So clinging to your daily habits, your routines, your rituals, setting that. I'm a list person. I'm always, I'm pretty organized. I've got lists and papers everywhere, and I have a pretty clear path. But I did something yesterday that I just taken it to another level, because I need those boundaries in my life. I need to be healthy. I need to be strong. I need to get enough sleep at night, and to do all the things that I need to do to be the person I want to be, and not go crazy in the process. So I'm just going to show you, this is kind of personal, and I hopefully you can't read all these things, but I just want to show you, I just put this kind of checklist together. It's kind of blocking off my day. So in the morning, I have a morning routine. So from 6:30 a.m. to 10 a.m., like, these are the things that I do. When I wake up every day, from this time to this time, I am all in, and I am focused on getting these things done. And then come 10 o'clock, from 10 to 12, or, about that time, I am all in with the kids. We're homeschooling, we're doing other things. Like, whatever I'm doing during that time, I want to be super focused so that I can be extra productive, and I just want to be all in, and then in the rest of the day, I've got business. I mean, again, there's lists within these lists, but this is just my focus. I'm kind of organizing my day and giving it some really clear boundaries so that things can kind of end and other things can begin, so that I can get it all done and stay and protect my peace, protect my health, protect my sanity, and thrive in the process and reach my goals. And then We've got, what do we have? Dinner time, family time, evening routines. There's a designated time every day where it's like nothing else matters. It's just being present with the ones that I love. We're eating together. I'm reading to them. We're spending time together. We're, tucking in bed. We're doing all those things. And then in the evening time, I have a time period to wrap up work for the day and do all those things. So this is something new to me, but I just felt like I needed something so clear and so focused, and I needed to take my daily schedule and my routines to another level and really just set those boundaries and set those limitations so that I can not only pursue my goals, but I can make sure that I protect my peace in the process. So this is just like a snapshot of kind of what I did. And I just want to encourage you to set some boundaries, set some goals, routines, habits, whatever that looks like to you. But that's what I'm doing. And I feel like that is going to be really instrumental in settling in and sustaining me through this process, no matter how long it is and no matter what it looks like. It's day by day, but every day I can get up and I can do the next thing in front of me. And I can know that everything on my list that I just showed you, everything here is pushing me towards my goals. It's pushing me towards my core values of being who I want to be, and I'm keeping myself encouraged in the process. So, just a good question we can be asking ourselves is like, can I be the person I want to be in this crisis? Can I be that person? Clinging to these habits is going to help in that. And one of the things, has to do with business, but I was, listening to a training and they were talking about mastering the mundane. And I'm like, that is so true. And that is so brilliant because life is not all glamorous and fancy and Pinterest. We know that. But mastering the mundane, the day-to-day grind is really, really essential for us moving forward and for us making progress. And there's this really cool quote that I heard. It said, how you do anything is how you do everything. So take anything in your life. What are you doing? How are you doing it? How are you showing up? What kind of effort are you giving? How you do anything is how you do everything. It's a great time to check in with yourself and make sure that you're doing, no matter how small it is. The Bible says if you're faithful with the little, you can be trusted with much, much more. Maybe you're not where you want to be, but be faithful with what you have and give it your best, And I believe there will be more to come. But all that just to say, this conversation right now that we're having was not on my list of things to do today. This is taking away from my schedule. This is breaking my box already. But I just really felt like I wanted to share this because this is just real. Like, this is what I'm doing. This is what I'm doing to stay focused. This is what I'm doing to protect my peace, to make sure that I settle in and that what I'm doing can be sustained long-term, to make sure that I'm becoming the person I want to become, that I'm moving towards my goals, that I'm staying encouraged and motivated and in the process, and that I'm going to come out on the other side better than ever. These are the things that I'm doing, and I just know that I'm not alone in this. I know that I'm not alone in this, which is why I share. And I hope that this is encouraging to you. I hope this is helpful to you. I'd love to hear your feedback. Tell me what you're doing. But right now, this is a crazy season. This is a crazy time. And the future's unknown, but we can do what we can do. And I just think it's important to be more intentional than ever, and just muster up more courage than ever and set out to do the things that we need to do. So this is what I'm doing. Let me know what your game plan is, but I just want to encourage you guys to focus in even more, cling to those daily habits and rituals, and it'll help you stay in the game for as long as this thing lasts. And really, it's life. This is just life. So we're just going to get better one day at a time, All right, guys, have an awesome day.